Hi guys, we were thinking of showing off our Star Wars collection on our mantle and telling a few of our fun stories with it. So, first off, we have our ID-10. This was one of Michael's first 3D printing projects, and you can see it even lights up. He was able to make it, he used some silver rub and buff to help make it look a lot more realistic, and he was able to put some LED lights and battery inside also. And it's actually movable too. So you can pose it any way you want. I think that's actually our biggest post on Instagram right now. But next up, we have my very first lightsaber that I built. It was probably, was it 6 years ago? Yeah, I think it was 6 years ago that I built it. I'm so proud of it, even though I would probably do a lot more things different since then. And then Jawa Blaster. I actually traded this. I made 2 sound gloves for a gentleman, and he made me this Jawa Blaster, and we traded for it. And I will tell you, I'm actually making Jawa costumes for my 2 boys right now. They're 3 and 5 years old. And I also have a Jawa Mudhorn egg. And so one's going to hold the Mudhorn egg and one's going to hold this blaster, and they're going to be going around having the time of their life. I'm so excited for that. It looks great on adults too, this blaster. It's good proportion for both adult and child. This Rey picture, fun story with this actually. I love it. Look at her attitude. So I was actually walking around FanX in my Rey full scavenger costume around Artist Alley, and a couple at a booth stopped me and said, "We've been waiting for Rey to come by all day. We love Rey so much. Here, have this piece of art that we have for free. We just love your costume and love Rey." And I was very taken aback, but very excited too, because look how awesome this little doodle is. I love it. I love it. And then we have the Mythosaur. This is from Regal Robots. This is actually the first thing I got from them. I got it for Michael's birthday one year. And they have a really big one too that looks really cool, but it was a little expensive. Probably might be able to afford it now, but this is still really cool. I love it. And then Baby Yoda. I had a friend who was crocheting them, and I couldn't pass it up. I mean, Baby Yoda is my favorite. Who isn't, right? Love him. So, the big eyes. And he actually comes out too. It's really fun. Behind Baby Yoda, Y-Wing, this is models. We actually have a couple other models. We have an AT-AT that Michael's working on that one. He finished this one, and then I'm working on an X-Wing. And I'm actually not that far off. I should just finish it, shouldn't I? And of course we have our Funkos. Hera, the best, right? Chopper, second best. He should be Spectre 1, I think. And a couple R2s. Actually, my brother-in-law gave me this for Christmas one year. It's a kit. Oh, what is the brand of it? It's where you build the electronics inside and you teach how to do it. But it was really just kind of bland. It was just white with the stickers. And so we decided to spiff it up some and paint the top silver to make it look a little bit more realistic with that. It's so fun. It's so fun to do with all that. And then a Bop It R2-D2. It's a good icebreaker Star Wars party game. And then we actually have a collection of signatures that we've been putting together. The very first one that we got was Vanessa Marshall. This was the first year that I cosplayed as Hera. It was very obvious that it was my first year. And I totally fangirled. I will admit that. I totally fangirled. I'd like to meet her again and actually be able to talk to her for reals this time. But she was very, very kind, very, just an amazing person to be around, and obviously loves Star Wars too. And then our second one was actually Daniel Logan. Let's get a bit of that. And we actually went to Lilac City Comic Con and found him there. And then he actually went to FanX just a couple months later, so we were able to see a little bit of him down there too, but he was a little bit busier down there. He's so fun. He loved all the Mandalorians there. It was so funny. He gave me a wink as I was a Twi'lek too, as he was talking about Mandalorian loving their women, right? And then, this is the best piece right here. This is our pride and joy, this Han Solo carbonite. We were walking around FanX. We had decided that we wanted to get a piece to have a whole bunch of signatures on. But it needed to be a piece, a conversation piece, something that was different. And we couldn't come up with anything. We were thinking of maybe a bucket, a stormtrooper helmet, or a poster, but posters seemed to be a bit overdone. And so as we were walking around FanX, we stopped by Regal Robot's booth, and we knew instantly that this is what we needed. But we couldn't buy it then. It was the very first of its kind, and it wasn't allowed to be sold until 2 days after con. So we were able to strike up a deal to where we would buy it the last night of con, and we would be able to take him and get a few signatures that day. So we were able to get the Emperor signature and Femi Taylor's signature that day. They were the 2 Star Wars people that were there at that point. And the funny thing is we had to take it from their booth, get the signatures, and then bring it back. That was the deal. And so they had this on display, and they ended up having to put a sticky note on it that said signatures not included, because a lot of people were coming by. Whoa, this is only this much money for these signatures on it? Let's get this. So they had to constantly explain, no, this is somebody else's, doesn't come with the signatures. But can you see who else is on there? We've got quite a few. We're definitely need more. Pablo Hidalgo. We got Timothy Zahn. He wanted to sign on the hand because he's a writer. And several voice actors. It's always been fun, especially Chewbacca. When he saw Han Solo, he just kind of petted him for a second before he talked to us. It was pretty fun. It's been so fun to meet all these people. And last but not least, Jeremy Bullock. We were very sad to hear that he had passed, and obviously, we couldn't have him part of our legacy on Han Solo, but we were able to find a signature on this beautiful Boba Fett artwork, and we're happy to have a little piece of his legacy in our collection. Great man, right? So that's our signatures right there. I guess we have race staff right here. This is all 3D printed right here. It's been fun because a lot of people are like, how did you make that? Oh, it's 3D printed. It is. It's plastic. It's Rub and Buff is amazing, isn't it? It's fun to be able to have that, and people are always impressed by it. It's a fun showpiece. I'm actually thinking of having Ray's staff and the Jawa blaster mounted up on the wall. You think that would be a good place for it? It's kind of empty up there, so I think that might be good. If it's hanging up, then kids can't get at it, right? Because that's a little dangerous. They've learned pretty well not to touch mommy and daddy's toys up here. This is ours. Let us know what you think. Like better positioning. We will get tons more autographs, hopefully at Celebration. There should be a lot more. Oh, and Ahsoka's coming to FanX this year too, so I don't know. I don't know where she'll put her signature, but I'm so excited to meet her. She's going to be the highlight. Also, we were thinking of showing around our workspace to you guys in another video, showing how and where we make our props and our different equipment and materials, which we've collected a little bit over the last couple years. So let us know if you think that's a good idea, and we can work on that for you. And have a great day. Bye, guys. May the Force be with you.